So a lot of us, myself included, we record our own vocals, we mix ourselves, right? We're hands-on. We like to do it ourselves. Maybe we got a bedroom set up. Maybe we got a full-size studio or anything in between. Maybe we just use our phone and record. However that applies to you, you need to check this out. Let's go. Yo, what's good, guys? Inswain with Inswain Audio. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, subscribe and stick around. I'm telling you, I drop one of these every day. You're not going to want to miss them. But enough of that. Let's get into it. So like I said, if you're a person that mixes your own vocals, records them yourself, anything like that, any variation of that, you want to check this out. So if you're anything like myself, you would record yourself and then you would spend a ton of time mixing, trying different things, looking up tutorials. Maybe that's what led you here. I get it. I've been there. I still do it. Or maybe you think you listen back and you're like, it's not that great, but I can fix it in the mix, or I can add this effect, or I can do this, or add this harmony pitch, this, right? There's a million things we try to do. And particularly, I would spend so much time EQing. I would think all I need to do is get this perfect EQ, whatever that is, however hard it may be, and my voice will sound good. And to some extent, there's some truth in that. A good EQ is going to help you. I'm not here to say that EQ doesn't matter, but I'm here to tell you that the change that it makes isn't as big as you think. It's about a 5% increase, say, if we're just throwing numbers out there. Not a 50% increase like we think it is. Like we think we can just save our song and make it sound like we're a good singer or a good rapper just because we have a good EQ. And this isn't the case. Now, I've mixed over 3,000 songs, some for myself, a lot for others. And I can tell you firsthand, I've heard songs on the radio, famous songs. I've heard their before and after. And what I've learned is that it sounded good before it was mixed. Did it sound better when it was mixed? Of course. But that's just a little polish. If it doesn't sound good when you're listening back, it's never going to sound good with a mix. The mix just makes it a little bit better. If it's not already enjoyable for you to listen to, something's wrong. And that's okay. That happens more often than not. But you're not going to save yourself in your mix, particularly with EQ. So what is the solution to this? Well, I'm here to tell you the best EQ is your voice. What I mean by this is the way that you use your voice, the tone you use, the proximity effect, how close you are to the microphone, your energy, your bounce, all of these things, that is the most important EQ. The way that you change your voice coming out in real time into the microphone is going to have a much bigger impact than any EQ will. Whether it's Pro Q3, Pro Q4, this analog EQ, real analog EQ, plugins, any of that, nothing is going to work better than your actual voice and how you manipulate it. If you want warmer tones, use more of your chest voice, make it warmer, get closer to the microphone. If you want more excitement in your vocal, sing it more excited, rap it more excited. If you want a chill, laid back vibe, do it chilled and laid back. There is no amount of EQ that's going to do that. You can't mix emotion. You can enhance emotion, and if you do it wrong, you can ruin the emotion, but you can't put excitement in a voice, even with an exciter. Attitude, character, bounce, emotion, that comes from you, the performer. And I wish I could go back to my younger self and tell myself this, because there would be times I'd record, I'm like, oh yeah, it's decent. I tried my best, obviously. I feel like it's okay. I'll fix it in the mix. Spend 2 weeks mixing it just to finally realize this isn't it. Either I need to re-record or the song's just not it. And you know what? That's okay. But if I had known right off the bat, I would have saved 2 weeks. You know how much more music I could have been making in those 2 weeks that maybe would have been a better song? But now I'm getting better at realizing I listen back and I can differentiate between this is a good song, it's just not mixed, versus this isn't a good song and no amount of mixing is going to save it. The quicker you can be honest with yourself and find that out, the better you're going to be. And you don't need to feel down. I get it. Even saying this, when I make a song and I think it's good and then I listen back and I'm not the biggest fan of it, it hurts and it's frustrating and it's demotivating, demoralizing, whatever. You know what I mean. But you have to just know that's part of the process. You got to make 1,000 bad songs to get to the hit. You got to make 10 bad songs to get to the good one. Nobody makes a good song every time. You only see what the artist puts out. You don't see all the songs that they don't put out, because whether they or their label or whoever says, nah, that ain't it, man. Nah, that ain't it, y'all. So don't get down. Be honest with yourself. Save yourself the time. If you can record it, say, nah, this ain't it, and then not waste your time trying to fix it just for it to not be good anyways, you're saving all that time. You can make more music and get to the good song. That payoff is worth it, and you're going to save yourself a lot of time and be more productive and make more music if you can just be honest with yourself and learn to realize what's the difference between a good song that's not mixed yet versus a bad song that's not going to be saved by a mix. And it's a hard thing to do, and it's a forever process of getting better at it. I'm always getting better at it, but I've improved a lot on it, and it's one of the best things I did because I don't, like I said, I don't waste my time spending 2 weeks trying to put effects and fix and try to manipulate a bad song or a bad performance into something that, hits. So there you have it, guys. Not the most positive and uplifting one, but if you implement it, it can be, because you can be so much more productive. And I'm just here to give you the truth. I'm not here to sugarcoat things. I'm not here to lie to you and give you clickbait. This is the honest truth. And if you know, you know. So hopefully you got something from that. Let me know down in the comments below how you feel about this video, if you liked it. If you did, throw me a like and a subscribe, because like I said, I'm coming at y'all every day. So if you don't do it today, I'm going to get you tomorrow. Inswaying with Inswaying Audio. Peace.